sheep racing has entertained crowds for decades, but now after a U-turn, forgive me, the Lamb National is back on following a backlash from human rights activists who argued that the lambs and the sheep don't consent to racing.
That's true.
So therefore, is it cruel? Well, it's back, but should it continue?
That's what we're going to debate now. We have Jennifer White from the animal rights group PETA and farmer Martin Williams. Martin, the sheep don't consent.
They don't indeed, but neither do goldfish, neither do racing pigeons, but they still come home. And I think having seen this event at Great Eccleston last year, I found it quite wonderful to see how the children interact with it, and sometimes it might be the first time they've seen sheep in real life.
What does it involve? What do you have to force the sheep and lambs to do? Well,
where I saw it, they ran around a parade ring, which is at all local shows. They have these parade rings, and it was just an entertaining event with a chap, a shepherd, guiding them around the ring, and whoever won.
We've got some sheep in the studio, as you can see. They look very happy at the moment, mainly because they've got a lot of food, a lot of love from their qualified handlers, but we aren't racing them, even though I was really up for that in the studio, I've got to be honest, but was outvoted by everybody due to the chaos. So, look, why do you think it's cruel?
Well, look, the event organisers have clearly put profit over animal welfare, which is nothing to be proud of, because we know that sheep are sensitive, often very timid animals, and they're being carted across the country, forced to race in front of noisy crowds, and this whole thing would likely be a very stressful situation for them. And there is just no need. It is 2024. We don't need to treat animals like wind-up toys. And if people want to have a race, why can't willing human participants do a sack race?
How about having the sheep in the studio now? What do you think of us having the sheep in the studio now?
Well, I mean, this certainly isn't where sheep should naturally be.
So is that cruel as well?
Animals don't belong in TV studios, but we are talking about the sheep race, and there is just no reason why it should be going on in 2024. There are so many ways we can amuse ourselves. It's just ridiculous.
So you raise gold. I'm not sure goldfish racing is that big a thing.
Well, it's not a big thing, no.
But homing pigeons, do you have the same objections for that, or is it?
Pigeon racing is incredibly cruel. In fact, PETA has done investigations into the cross-channel races, and 90% of the birds are killed or they don't return on these grueling races. So there's just no need for anyone to be racing any animals. We can leave animals in peace. If they had cancelled this race, it wouldn't have taken away any of the fun of the carnival. People can go on rides, they can enjoy the food, the music. They don't need to be...
PETA says that we should ban having animal-themed carousels, because even getting on a wooden horse, PETA says, is exploitative.
It's all about the perception that these things have.
So you're in favour of banning wooden horses on merry-go-rounds?
Well, why can't people ride in a toy aeroplane or a shooting star?
The wooden horses don't consent?
There's just no need for people to be seeing animals as objects to ride.
Gosh.
We haven't got much time left for Martin to come back, but you might be pleased briefly by this. We asked you at home if you think sheep racing is cruel. 30% said yes, but 70% said no, so they're with you.
I'm on the side of the 70%.
There we are.
You absolutely are. Thank you to both of you.
Thank you so much.